What is going on, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Zach, likes comics, and I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today is Wednesday, February 4th, 2026, which means it is New Comic Book Day, and I am so excited for today's releases. We have Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez returning for Batman issue number 6. We have Absolute Superman issue number 16. And then kicking it over to Marvel, we have a brand new series coming out today. Magik and Colossus is releasing, as well as Ultimate Endgame issue number 2, and last but not least, cannot forget about Amazing Spider-Man issue number 21. So I am so excited for today's releases. We're going to hang out with some friends today for New Comic Book Day. But first things first, we got to get ready for the day because it is absolutely freezing here in Nashville. The high today is only 35. So yeah, guys, come with me and let's get ready. You already know what time it is. I don't think it would be a New Comic Book Day vlog without this segment. So for today's outfit plus the read of the day, I have on my Halo 3 vintage promo tee with a long sleeve thermal underneath. For the pants, I'm wearing a pair of Levi cargos, and for the shoes, I have on my Blundstone 558s. But most importantly, for the read of the day, I wanted to go ahead and read issue number 1 of Exquisite Corpses. If you remember on last week's New Comic Book Day vlog, I managed to pick up issue number 1 off the shelves at my LCS, and I was very excited about that. I've heard nothing but good things about the series, and they just announced they are going to be doing a film for the series, so I wanted to go ahead and start this series and get back to you guys afterwards with my thought. We just finished reading Exquisite Corpses issue number 1, and this is a phenomenal first issue. This totally sets the bar high for a fun, action-packed thriller horror series that I cannot wait to continue reading. We are on issue number 6, came out in January, so issue number 7 will be in February, and this is going to be a 13-issue series, so just a totally fun, action-packed battle royale thriller horror series, and I loved what James Tynion and Michael Walsh teamed up and created with this series. I wanted to share my thoughts on this first issue. I have here first a little quote from the first issue. "We're just bugs on a windshield, man, and where they're driving we'll never know." James Tynion and Michael Walsh team up to create an exciting and unique story where every 5 years on Halloween, the 13 founding families of America play a twisted game. 12 of the families choose the deadliest, most skilled people in the world to go into a small town with only one goal: the last man standing wins. For this year's unlucky town, Oak Valley, Maine, the citizens must survive the night with no clue what is happening and 12 of the deadliest people hunting. Tynion kicks this issue off with a punch, setting the stage for a brutal, action-packed, thrilling series. The first issue sets the table perfectly, introducing an entire cast with their own mysterious past and motivations, and establishing the rules of this twisted game that will ensue. Walsh's art style here feels gritty and cinematic, giving a great visual narration to this mind-bending game, and contrasting amazingly from the unsuspecting citizens to the families watching the games play out, almost like Hunger Games, I feel like. Guys, I freaking love this first issue. I highly recommend getting into Exquisite Corpses if you haven't already started this series. I gave issue 1 a 5 out of 5, and as I mentioned before, this is only a 13-issue series, so not a really big series, but definitely going to be a fun, action-packed thriller horror series that I'm very excited for. James Tynion and Michael Walsh have really created something unique and special with this, and I'm very excited for the movie as well. And I actually wanted to go and share some back issues that I picked up over the weekend now with you. I found some really cool key issues that I have been hunting for, so let's go right into that. And starting off with everything that I found over the weekend, here we have Astonishing X-Men Volume Number 2. Guys, I'm a huge X-Men fan. If you remember at the beginning of the month, I managed to find Volume Number 1, flew through the first volume, absolutely loved it, gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So I'm very excited that I was able to find Volume Number 2. I've heard nothing but good things about the entire run by Josh Whedon and John Cassidy, an amazing creative duo. I loved that first volume, so I have high hopes for Volume Number 2. And coming into the second find, here we have Astonishing X-Men issue number 4. This is the first appearance ever of Asako Armor Ichiki, one of my favorite X-Men characters. Such a unique and interesting character that has such a cool power set and abilities as a mutant. Asako actually is very similar to, if you know Naruto's Sasuke. think of the Susanoo that he's able to project. She's able to project a exoskeleton armor around herself for protection and whenever she needs it. And she actually is able to gain more strength and a bigger exoskeleton with every loss in her life. So a very interesting character with a very dark past that is overcoming so much already in the story. I absolutely love this character. She is the main character actually of Peach Momoko's Ultimate X-Men, so I was very excited to find this in the back issues. And coming into issue number 3, here we have. And coming into issue number 3, here we have Wonder Man issue number 1. Guys, I'm a huge Wonder Man fan. If you haven't already watched the series, I highly recommend going and doing so. It is a phenomenal series. Simon Powell is such an interesting character, and this series was heavily inspired by this very comic run, so I was very excited to find issue number 1. And coming into issue number 4, here we have. Issue number 4, here we have West Coast Avengers, issue number 1. Another amazing appearance of Wonder Man. This is a 4-part mini-series, so super excited to be able to find this. I'm sure I'll be able to find 2, 3, and 4 here soon. And coming into the next find, here we have. The next find, here we have West Coast Avengers, issue number 1. Another appearance of our boy Wonder Man. Guys, as I mentioned, huge Wonder Man fan. I actually didn't know that much about the character before I started the TV series, but after finishing the entire series, I instantly knew I had to get some Wonder Man comics. I was a huge fan of the TV series, and I just knew that the comic books would hit just so well. So very excited to find this. And our last but not least find, here we have. Here we have West Coast Avengers, issue number 43. Guys, another appearance of Wonder Man. As I mentioned, a huge fan of this character already. You just cannot help but love Simon Powell. He's so relatable, and his story is just so fun and interesting, and I highly recommend watching the TV series if you haven't already. You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't. It's an 8-part series, so super easy to watch. All episodes are already out streaming, 30 minutes an episode, but highly recommend. And that is everything that I managed to find over the weekend back issue hunting. So I think this was a pretty good haul. If you look here, I have like so many key issues and just honestly amazing finds for me in collecting so many great Wonder Man comics. It is about that time. We're about to head to meet up with some friends for today's new comic book day. I'm so excited for today's pickups. There's so much heat coming out today, so many great releases. So guys, come with me and let's see what we pick up today. Daniel just sniped this cover for me, and look at the foil he just found.
I got 2.
My boy is sniping the variant covers. These Jim Lee covers are so sick. Look at the suit. Then we got Robin walking away. Could this be Tim? Today's new releases. Daniel, what are we pulling?
Well, most of my stuff is over there, but I'm trying to figure out if I want the Jim Lee cover.
You need the Jim Lee cover. You need it. Today, issue 2 and issue 3 of Exquisite Corpses are coming home with me.
Or brand there, like they just happen to be there, and then there's demons. And I feel like it gets to towards like, oh, I can.
We just got done with New Comic Book Day for February 4th, 2026, and here is my pull of the week. Here we have Batman issue number 6 by Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez. Guys, this series has been phenomenal so far. If you aren't on the series, you need to get on. Daniel, what is the pull of the week?
We've got Absolute Superman 16. Hawkman and Superman are meeting up for the first time, I guess. It is playing off of the Absolute Evil number 1, that one shot from a couple months ago, the kickstart to the Absolute crossover. So excited for that.
Very nice, very nice. I just made it back home, and as you can see, I have quite the big stack to go through for today's New Comic Book Day. I'm so excited for everything that I picked up today. Today had so many great releases. We have the vibes going on in the background with the Spider-Man gameplay, a beautiful and amazing game by Insomniac. I'm very excited for the Wolverine game coming out this year, but let's go right into the stack. Starting the stack off, here we have Magik and Colossus, issue number 1, a brand new series by Marvel. I'm a huge Peter Rasputin and Colossus fan, so I'm very excited to see where this series takes us. I love the relationship between him and his sister Ileana. I think it's very beautiful, and I've heard nothing but good things about this first issue already that came out today. Coming into issue number 2, here we have issue number 2, here we have The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 21, in this beautiful color block variant. Guys, when I saw this on the FOC list as a variant option, I had to get it, instantly pulled it, and coming into issue number 3, here we have Issue number 3, here we have Ultimate Endgame, issue number 2. Guys, I can't lie, I'm a little disappointed where Marvel is taking this series. I feel like it's felt a little rushed without a true end game and goal for this Ultimate Universe, but I do have some hopes that Marvel is going to wrap it up soon in a good and meaningful way. And coming into issue number 4, here we have issue number 4. Here we have Batman issue number 6 by Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez. Guys, I've been loving how this series has been going so far. I love the introduction of both Damian and Tim Drake as Robin. It seems that this might be the end of the road for Tim Drake in this issue, but we will know soon. And coming into issue number 5, here we have issue number 5. Here we have Exquisite Corpses, issue number 2. Guys, I thought that first issue was phenomenal at the beginning of the video when I read it. I picked it up last week on New Comic Book Day, but I am very excited for how this series is going to continue. This seems like a brutal, action-packed, thriller horror comic series that is just killing it. I've heard nothing but good things. And coming into issue number 6, here we have issue number 6. Here we have Exquisite Corpses, issue number 3. I managed to find both issue 2 and 3 today in the back issues, so super excited to keep reading this series. And coming into issue number 7, here we have issue number 7. Here we have Exquisite Corpses, issue number 9. Guys, I'm super excited to keep reading this series. This was actually the last issue on the shelves today, so got really lucky to be able to pull this. And coming into last but not least, here we have Absolute Batman Volume number 2. Guys, I am now fully caught up on this series. I have Absolute Batman Volume number 1. Now I have Volume 2, and I have issues 15 and 16. This was just a great way to go ahead and collect those first 2 arcs, and I'm going to go ahead and collect everything from here on out in single issues. I've heard nothing but good things about the Absolute universe. I love Absolute Martian Manhunter on my read, and I've been hearing great things about this series and Absolute Wonder Woman. I'm so excited to get caught up. And that is everything that I picked up this week. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't thank you enough for the support on these past few videos. Y'all have been killing it and continuing to just freaking blow my mind every single week with the love and support you give me. I am truly so thankful for each and every one of you. I cannot thank you enough. We will be back next week for New Comic Book Day. I'm so excited for that. And in the meantime, I am working on a video in the future for a Wonder Man analysis. I've been loving the series. I've already finished, and am rewatching the series so that way I can give you guys a full video breaking down the series and why it is as amazing as it is. Guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. We will be back next week for New Comic Book Day. Peace.